Underground dialogue, we gon' tell the truth. We ain't scared like a lot of y'all. Matters who they are. Do we bow? No, not at all. Dropping bombs on this wicked world, so it gotta fall. Underground dialogue, we gon' tell the truth. We ain't scared like a lot of y'all. Matters who they are. Do we bow? No, not at all. Dropping bombs on this wicked world, so it gotta fall. From the industry to the Oval Office, we expose the darkest motives of them all and disclose what the protocol is. Thinking and moving logical, stopping every maneuver possible, and apologizing for truth is not optional. We gon' help you with what you go through, reshape and mold you, and sweep over them weak lies they told you. If you living with no clue, we gon' deprogram the old you, and you get to keep your soul too.
What up, man? It's your big brother, K. Reno.
And it's your boy, Key Stone.
Y'all are tuned in again to another episode of the Underground Dialogue Podcast, where the name speaks for itself. And tonight, man, we got
Hiram Clarke.
OG
Yeah.
in the building, man. This man is a Hiram Clarke OG. He is a veteran DJ in the city of Houston. But guess what? Y'all also didn't know he's a club promoter. Y'all also didn't know he was a community activist. He's always boots on the ground, ready to lend his time and his services to what the community needs, but he's also one of the most sought after DJs in the city of Houston, man.
Fashion line owner.
Make it happen all day long. The one and only DJ Tricky C.
Hey, what's going on, man? I am so glad and honored to be here in your presence, bro.
Man, come on.
Blessing.
It ain't never matter if, it's a matter when.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
we've been had you on the radar. We glad to
Forever.
in the build. Yeah, man, because you have been doing what you do for so long.
Yes.
And we live in a city that's so musically oriented. What was your foray into the DJ side, or the music side, and when did all that start for you?
Wow. It started for me early, man, because my dad, his name is Reverend Ronnie Porter. So he's a well-known gospel artist in Houston, okay? So I grew up in music industry, and then all I remember is my dad had just records, 70s. And his favorite group was the OJs and the Stylistics. So
there you go. All you need right there.
Every Saturday morning it was time to clean up. You heard the OJs and you heard the Stylistics. You know what I'm saying? So of course you just get tuned into, because that's music. That's great music. So it just I started going through his records, and every day I would just put one on, and I just fell in love with the 70s music.
Yeah, that's Stylistics, man. They're underrated. Because you're going to always hear about Maze, OJ, Earth, Wind & Fire, but Stylistics, Russell Tompkins, the lead singer, man, a big time fan.
Yeah, falsettos, man.
Yeah.
And man, you hear that dude, you think it's a woman, and that's you look at that is a man.
He might be, I don't know if he's the original falsetto, but he one of them.
Yeah.
He's definitely one of them, man.
Yes, sir.
So moving on, because you was setting this baby just like me, moving up into the hip hop era. When did DJing come on your radar?
Well, it kind of started when hip hop started. You know what I'm saying? With Grandmaster Flash and Melly Mel, and they was doing their thing, and that caught my ear. Then all of a sudden, to see a cat back there DJing. Cause we used to the 70s, the disco. You know what I'm saying? We used to disco DJ back there on the thing, but when you actually got a whiff of hip hop, and you seen this cat back there dressed in a costume and cool with his shades on, but he doing his thing. And y'all remember back in the days when they used to DJ for the hip hop, what they used to do? They used to play breakbeat. They was playing the break beats. You know what I'm saying? So actually sit there and watch it. Wait a minute, he doing what?
He's manually looping.
Yes.
On
beat.
Yeah.
And then he got these guys out there rapping to it, and I was like, wow, that's pretty amazing. So man, back in the days we had them all-in-one stereos and stuff, and I'm standing there seeing Flash doing all this cut. Man, I got my old man all in one. I went back one time, that needle went right back with it. Totally in trouble.
I did that to my dad's Thriller album.
Yeah. So that right there was my introduction to being a hip hop DJ. And then when I saw Jam Master Jay, that just took it to a whole nother level. Seeing them Run DMC on MTV Rockbox.
Yeah.
Man.
You know what's so fun about that, bro? By you mentioning Jay, we grew up at a time, and I know you're gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. We grew up with Run DMC when they music was out and they was popping like that.
Yes.
Not only did we know all the words to the songs, we knew the cuts by heart.
Yes.
We knew the
Yes.
we knew the cuts like they were lyrics.
Yes.
Because the DJs actually, the way they cutting style was, that was a way of them writing
Correct.
they so-called lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Just in the DJ form, man. Was you thinking like that back in the days?
Oh man, just watching it and just it made you want to imitate them, you know what I'm saying? Especially as a local DJ, because you got to think, now, this is New York, you know what I'm saying? Remember, they were the mecca of hip hop. So what's having all this music in me and then looking at this cat and he's like, wait a minute, so it made you study.
Yeah.
And scratching and mixing and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? So it was, he was the one, and then my first, this is gonna trip y'all out. My first really, even though we went to Fresh Fest, we seen it, but we was at Fresh Fest.
We were the Fresh Fest.
We were way back there, you know what I'm saying, on that hill. So you couldn't really, really just get into you see it on the monitors. But my first time actually seeing somebody just really cut up.
Stop. Can I guess?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm right.
Yeah.
Grandmaster D was there.
No.
Who was that?
Swift.
Big Swing?
Big Swing?
Oh, well, you know, when you said Fresh Fest.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you right. Now, Grandmaster D, he was up there doing his thing, but I'm talking about actually in my face. You know what I'm saying? That was a concert, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you seeing it from a distance, then you see what you see on TV. But to actually see a DJ just...
Yeah.
So Swift, being from Miami, he ended up moving in Hiram Clarke and Glen Iris, where we stayed. So I had a little group, you know what I'm saying? I was the DJ of the group, and I had another friend, and he was a DJ. He said, man, Tricky, it's somebody that just moved over here that can tear you up.
Man.
I was like, man, I was like, man, can't nobody mess with me. You already know. Yeah, we went over there, introduced to Swift. I didn't have 1200. I had Gemini. So, if you had Technique 1200.
You was already there.
You was there.
You was already there.
Yes, sir. And he had them Technique 1200s in that mixer, man, that's introduced. Tricky, this Swift, watch it. Man, he got to doing what he doing, with his chin and that. Man, I went home and started practicing.
Yeah. See, you know what?
That's crazy.
I don't remember we talked to Swift about DJing. We probably
we did. We talked to a little bit because he said he was doing it in Miami with Luke.
Beatmaster Clay. Yeah, remember he was on Luke Records with Beatmaster Clay D.
Yeah, and most producers they got started in DJing like that. So you was one of the scratching and cutting DJs early on.
Is that how you got your name, Tricky?
Actually, I got my name because they couldn't catch me when I was fast. This slim body, I was a real good football player. They couldn't catch me, but that's how I got the DJ. But guess what? I actually bit my name from Tricky T. Remember the rapper?
Tricky T. That's
from New York.
I always thought your name, the C at the end of it was for Clark.
No, it's for Craig.
I said, he's so hard, Clark. You probably put that Clark.
You were thinking too late.
You remember when hip hop first started, everybody had the same names kind of. So I just said put DJ, and I was like, I like Tricky, kind of Tricky. They call me, and I just said DJ Tricky C. That's how I got the name.
So what is about the I guess the Hiram Clarke era because. Being from there, the Swift coming down. I know Icy was out there.
Icy went to Madison. Are you talking about went to Madison?
So Harvey Love
went to Madison.
Man, hold on, Tom. We didn't start something. These
Big
cool
Mellow.
DJs, Big Mellow coming out of Hiram Clarke. That's crazy, man. We done
That's crazy.
Something
yes,
today,
sir. Yes, sir.
So early on, I know back in the days, they used to have talent shows, house parties and stuff like that. Was you in any of those house parties and going to who was on the tables around them times?
So I did. I still remember my first house party, man. It was in Glen Iris, in Hiram Clarke, and it was in the fall of 1987. All right?
Yeah.
And I remember I was the first one with the Eric B. and Rakim single.
Yeah.
With Eric B. for President.
Oh yeah.
Nobody had this.
Man.
Nobody.
Yeah.
I had it, and when I played it, the party exploded. So that's the memory that I have from DJing my very first party.
Oh, so you was DJ. You weren't just attending the party, you was the DJ.
I was the DJ.
Damn.
That's how it started. That's how I became Hiram Clarke's DJ, because it was Harvey, when he was with Big Mello, but Harvey didn't DJ parties. Harvey was Big Mello's DJ.
Show DJ.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then he transferred into producing and rapping.
Yeah.
But after that, I became the person who everybody called and heard, Tricky C, DJ Tricky C.
Man.
Yeah.
So we always talk about it. We're going to get deep into this because I want to talk about the reset committee and that type of stuff too. But we always get into like breaking records and DJs breaking records and all that. So what was the competitive environment like? Because just like you said, you took pride in saying nobody had an president but me.
Yeah.
How did you find your record? Did you have a special process of finding records that nobody had yet? Or it was just like, I beat you there, I'll beat you to the store first, or what?
Right. So again, a lot of the older records from the 70s, 80s, my dad already had.
Right.
I had all of the old school already.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So when it came to getting the new stuff,
the rap,
Soundwaves.
Old school
Soundwave on Main.
Tuesday.
Yep.
Tricky C was there.
That's when the new music
All right,
dropped.
that's when the new music dropped.
Yep.
I bought so many records and singles from Soundwaves that I would go there and one day I just said, I'm like, I got this. So my niche in the game was I'm the one that had all the music.
Yeah.
I had all, if you want to, Tricky C got it.
What was your process on what you would pick and what you wouldn't pick?
Well, one thing I will say for me, because I was so big into MTV and BET and the hip hop that was seen, I was more of a more everywhere, every genre of music, and as far as every city and every state. I wasn't just local.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I didn't really get into my local hip hop until I heard this right.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. When I heard this right here, Scarface and Another Head Put the Wrist.
Yeah. It was on.
That was on there. And then this led me to listening to K-Real, because we was hearing so much, being from the club. If you from the streets, you know who these street rappers are, you know what I'm saying? So to answer your question, that's what made me just start. I was more of a, if you was a name, I went straight in there and got you. Man, I had so many records that it got to the point where I go in there like, okay, Ultramatic MCs, I don't have this. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go and get this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I had
just to live up to your name.
Yeah.
If I'm the DJ that got all the records, you would be surprised. Somebody might walk down a left field, you'd be like, hey man, you got that Ultramatic there?
It is.
Yeah. You know, that's guy on that.
Yeah.
What is that?
What is that? Yeah, exactly.
You know, hey, is Blaster from Clarke or Mo City?
Mo City.
Okay, all right. Because I was gonna say y'all got I know Blaster.
Yeah, he went to Willow.
And Crazy. We're gonna keep that on our side.
They both Mo City.
So we know coming up, and you know this too, we came up in the days when the original mixtape, the Daft Scott.
Yes, so.
What was your thought process coming up here in Daft Scott? Did you ever get into the mixtape side of things?
Yes, sir. Okay, yeah. Wow, the Daryl Scott era. So this again, late 80s, when the Slabs was coming through. Remember, Slabs used to, remember Smitty stayed in Glen.
Slabs is not a new term.
Right,
you know,
right.
Yeah.
So everybody that had a Slab was playing a Daryl Scott.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm listening to one song that I remember everybody used to come to on band. Turn it up.
Cool D.
Yep. Turn it up. Treacherous 3.
Oh,
boom. Yeah.
And I'm like, man. Then you hear Daryl Scott. You know, I'm like, okay. So I asked one, I said, man, where y'all getting the tapes from? He said, the Daryl Scott, you got to, I ain't had no car then. I was still on a bicycle then. But one of the guys let me see one of the tapes. And from there, I was like, woo-wee.
Yeah. I used to think Daryl Scott was a rapper.
Yeah.
Because everybody say, what you mean? We jamming at Daryl Scott.
Yeah.
Daryl Scott, like,
yeah.
Matter of fact, some people used to say Daryl and Scott.
Yeah.
What you mean, man? They said Daryl and Scott.
Yeah. All right.
Hey, that's a group.
Yeah.
Lowercase.
But then I found out this is a dude who live out here. Matter of fact, he right around the corner from my house.
Yeah.
You know, so that was crazy. So did you start making mixtapes and all that?
After I heard Daryl Scott's mixtapes, I started making mixtapes.
Yeah.
But my mixtapes were different because I wasn't actually mixing. I wasn't actually scratching on them.
Right.
I was just what we call DJ. I was just jukeboxing them.
Yeah.
But what I was doing was I was putting nothing but hits on these tapes. So you ain't finna fast forward nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I finally started, mixing and blending and stuff. But eventually, at first, I was just really just jukeboxing.
Right.
But I was putting nothing but hits on these tapes.
You wanted to make sure that if somebody listen to your stuff, they don't get something that jamming on every song.
Every song. No skip.
I'll show you my skills later.
Yes.
Let me reel you in with these back to
correct.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
You turning the light on?
Not at all, bro. Because I really believe it or not, I really want. Yes, sir. See, we don't know. I recently just started,
I know.
Yeah, just really communicate more. But closed mouths don't get fed.
But you know what, too, though? I think it's a balance because I ain't gonna lie to you. I hate being in the club and the DJ talking the whole time.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You gotta give them a little bit.
Yes, sir.
But for the most part, man, let the music talk for you.
Yes, sir.
And like you said, you playing them hits back to back.
Yes, sir.
People gonna be like,
that's it. I'm a living witness to that right now. If you hear me DJ, bro, you're not gonna hear too many words from me. I'm gonna let the music and my skills speak for themselves.
Look, I hired Tricky a couple times, right? And he always was quiet, right? So, but he know how to handle the artists. He know how to handle them artists, get them in line, and let's sit there on stage like that.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Because as you grow into your veteranship as a DJ, and that as rap started to progress in Houston, now rappers got records out and stuff like that.
Right.
And now that had to be like a new thing for you to have to be able to deal with these artists. And that's not about just playing what's from New York to LA.
Right.
Now, I want you to play my record.
Yes.
How did you, what was your first kind of thrust into that, and how did you kind of start learning how to, hey, y'all hold on, bro. Get together and have balance with it.
Right. Well, what made me really just get into it is when I started listening to y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, because you got to remember, like I said, I was an industry DJ. I'm like, I'm only playing the LL Cool J, the Run DMC, and then, like I said, when I seen Face and heard Face, that opened my ears and eyes to my locals. I was like, okay, so of course, when you DJing, I wasn't in the clubs at first. I was on house parties at first. So it's always a local rapper at them house parties. Coming with that tape. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't no CDs in, man. But it was still tape. Man, can you play this one song for me? Play this one song for me? And I used to always be like, man, I got to listen to it first, bro. Because I used to tell these cats, I say, look at the vibe. And that's still to this day.
Yeah.
We still go through this to this day. The vibe is just great. And here you come with your new music. And you finna clear the dance floor and everybody gonna turn around and we looking like, man, what are you playing? And you standing there like, wow.
I'm trying to show up the love, y'all.
Right. So when it came to dealing with the artist, because of my patience, you know what I'm saying? And me being in the music industry, being around, being a DJ, being on stage, I actually DJ for Willie D. Willie D calls me quite often. So I remember one time, he had me up there with the Ghetto Boys, and I was nervous, and he gave me some advice. He said, never let them see you sweat. Continue to do what you do. And I took that from there, and I just like, okay, when these artists coming up at the last minute, you know what I'm saying? Play this, and this. No. My patience and the God in me, you know what I'm saying, know how to deal with them. So basically, like, okay, man, if you want somebody to do this and do it right, to know how to handle these, it's not even about handling the artist. It's the respect that I give them. Yeah. You feel me? Because a lot of DJs, they get all upset and they throw them all off. And if you throw it off as a DJ, everything else will throw it off out there. You know what I'm saying? But when you got these 5 artists right there, you handle that one, you be like, hey, man, I got you, bro. Let me take care of him. And then on to the next, and then it's just a smooth transition after that.
I think it calms them down too.
Yeah.
Because the artist is always kind of hyped up before they go on stage.
Yeah.
And even if a guy's not prepared, because, okay, you only doing 3 songs, but I done had this USB that got 17 tracks on it. And you got, no, boy. I done did it to DJ.
Yeah.
But, the DJ really, like you say, has to have a mind frame. And, okay, this, and this, but okay, because that tone is gonna relax you. Because if you start tripping, then he's
gonna start tripping, and then you're out in nowhere.
Yeah. It's an issue, man. Yeah. So with that being said, I hear a lot of things going on now, like the DJs and the artists, you know, this big thing. We just went to the reset committee. And to me, it was dope to me. You know, so I'm just giving my opinion. Everybody may have things to say, but for it to be the first one and we just trying to figure out things, I think it was real good and productive. And if we keep moving forward with it, you know, it'll be greater. What is your take on how a better relationship? And I know you mentioned like just having the mutual respect, but further into that, what could be done better to where the artists and the DJs can lock into a system to where it could work better if the artist is giving the DJ good music to play?
Right. Well, I think you have to build a rapport with the DJ. Man. You know what I'm saying? My emails is just flooded with music that I receive that I don't even open them up. You know what I'm saying? Because I tell artists, I say, man, you got to tell me you sent. But I feel like you have to get a rapport with that DJ. When you see that DJ up there, your first night, man, don't approach him with your music. Just listen to him. Check out his style. Check out his demeanor. You know what I'm saying? Listen to what he's playing. You know what I'm saying? Like, my music will be a fit for him to play in this environment. You know what I mean? So, once you get that, once you establish that, like, okay, then the next week you come and say, hey, man, introduce yourself. I'm blah, 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 blah. Because we hear it all the time. Blah, 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 blah. And it's all again about respect and how you present it. So, hey, man, I got a new song, man. I'm going to email it to you, then you check it out. And when you ask me like that, and then I'm going to tell you, send me a text message and remind me. You know what I'm saying?
Because you're getting a million songs.
Because I'm getting a million songs. Yeah. Plus, you know, I'm a DJ, so I have to get all of the, you know, what's
main place.
Yeah. And one of the main things I tell them, and I think we said it too at the town hall, when you're an artist and it's 11:30, 12 o'clock, don't come bother the DJ. Saying, man, play my song,
That's
man.
the peak.
At the peak time, I have guys come and give me $100, bro. I said, I'll take it. But it's peak time, bro. And you really finna embarrass yourself. You know
and I think that's what they thinking.
In
their mind, they like, okay, it's peak time.
Let
me go up here and pop my single up on these boards.
You thinking about it. They want to hear the music that they know. They vibing for music that they know.
So what's the best time to talk to you in a club? I remember we had DJ 2D. He said y'all coming in by 8 or 9 early in the morning.
It's early. To be honest, it's early because once peak time, once really prime time, even 9 o'clock, we already in focus mode of doing what we supposed to do, which is our job, which is to, you know, even if they not on the dance floor dancing, I tell, because I do DJ seminars, and I tell, I always have DJs with me, and I tell them all the time, I say, man, they ain't dancing to the club on them, they ain't dancing. I say, but look, what are they doing? They're in their seats, they grooving, they got a drink in their hand, they socializing, they at the bar. You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing my job. As long as they ain't walking out the door or coming up to me, why you playing that? I'm doing my job. And I tell DJs that all the time. I say, trust me, they're going to get up.
That's right.
Yeah.
How many times you get requested for boots on the ground?
When it was at the number one song, you had to play that like at least 3 times. You just had to. And I don't know if y'all noticed what this new trend that's going on. The line dance stuff is taking over. And us DJs, we really did not like to play line dances, you know. But now, because the lounges in Houston have taken over, there's no dance floors anymore. You know what they said, right?
That's right.
So everybody that's in these lounges, what they doing? They got their phones in their hands, they got a drink in their hands, and they grooving in one spot. One spot.
Right.
So all of a sudden, boots on the ground, country girl, this new line dance wave that came up, where even in the lounges, you'll see them ladies will come up and they making their way up. And they making dance floors. So the thing is now, a lot of the old school DJs still don't like playing line dances. But at the end of the day, guess what they doing? That's getting the people up on it. Your job is to entertain the people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if it's a line dance that's getting these ladies up to dance, that's what that does. That starts the party.
That starts the party.
That starts your party right
there. But you know, too, it's funny you say that because, tell me if I'm wrong, the origins of all that with the line that, see, I remember back in the day, if I'm in Boomerang or 808 now, at some point for the night, you're going to get all of the rap, but one of them DJs is going to play the Harlem Show.
Yeah.
And they gonna be doing that.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was like the original line.
Right. And we mix it with the white horse.
Yeah,
You remember that? That's right. And they keep going. Yeah.
So to me, that was like the origin.
Yeah.
Because now it's become kind of like a genre
You have
within the
to
genre.
play it. You have to play it.
Yeah.
And look at the explosion that Cupid and done. Because think about it, it was line dances, but it's really Southern soul.
Yeah.
So look at we got a whole new genre of music now. Southern soul is more popular than R&B right now. If you listen to Magic 102, you're gonna hear more Southern soul artists than you hear new R&B artists.
You know, it's crazy when you listen to 102 now, you get more rap now.
Yeah.
And we growing up, I ain't hear no rap on 102.
Yeah.
So the Southern soul, that would be categorized as
blues. It's categorized blues.
Not what's the guy's name?
Tucker.
Tucker and all that. Swing
that's swinging out, right. So it's Tucker. Cupid is considered Southern soul. King George. Pokey Bear, yeah. So and the cool thing about it is blues, but guess what? It got a hip hop feel.
Yeah, do it.
That's what counts.
And King George young.
King George is very young. And he can sing.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But you would always hear that so they'll throw some Zydeco and things of that nature.
Yeah.
So what, as far as your thing is, because I know how versatile you are. So are there times where you get booked to play like specific or more dominant? I mean, we mainly want to just hear some Zydeco in this place. So we want to, of course, all rap in some spots.
Right.
So I know you got everything.
Yes.
How do you deal with having to sit there for 3, 4, 5 hours, and if you might be a night where you playing some stuff that you ain't really feeling.
Yeah.
You know, how do that make the night go by longer or something like that?
As long as the crowd is happy,
you good.
I'm good. Yeah. It's when they coming up to you with them phones in their hand, doing this, or what is that? What is this you playing?
Yeah.
So it's also about doing your homework. When I book all of these gigs, I ask them, okay, what kind of party is it? It's a 70s party. Do you want to hear a lot of 70s music, or do you want me to switch it up? All right. Okay. If it's a Zydeco party, like they have a Zydeco theme, do you want to hear Zydeco in country all night, or do you want me to mix it up? So it's like you got to do your homework. You just ask them.
I think at this point you kind of have a feel too. Like if they say Triple C, I'm doing a wedding. You kind of already know. I'm sure they'll throw some requests in there too. But you know, it's because man, I've seem like DJ, they just in a venue, they don't even have a clue. It's like, y'all, you playing some crazy. this ain't this kind of situation.
That's right. Yeah.
And I don't know who trick your manager is or your promoter is, because he everywhere. I probably I go to certain place, I check it, go somewhere, that chick again.
Yes.
And it's different spots like Red Rooster.
Carrots.
Guess
what?
So that's a good thing. Is this all you, or do you have like a representative? They reach out, is everything straight through you?
Straight through me.
I love that.
Straight through me, man. And you know what? I started off with an entourage. And because you remember back in the days, we had speakers
and
crates. That's right. So I had to have an entourage. And then back in the day, remember, I was doing all them house parties. And remember, every house party, you're going to see a good fight at that house party. You know what I'm saying? So I had...
you got to have a team.
You got to have a team. So, but what my team was started doing... because they got bored, so they carried everything in. They got to pour in with all the people that was poured in. They drunk. And they started being the ones to fight. And so, man, that's your boys that started it. So like, man, so that makes you lose money. So like, you know what? As technology came along, more crates.
You got the laptop
and power speakers.
You know,
wheels.
You know what's funny too? I remember certain DJs back in the days, I wasn't even a DJ, and I was feeling like I was one. But when the Seratos and all this stuff coming out, some DJs was rebelling. They was like, oh man, I'm from the old school. But after a while, they converted, because it's like you say, it's more easy and efficient. And I ain't got to pay, because I used to help Murder One when he used to DJ back in the day. You know, man, just the process of loading and unloading and bringing that stuff back in, man, that take a long time. But
that's the work.
And
still to this day, the work is loading and unloading. The DJing is easy. And I tell people this all the time, the DJ is easy. So when it comes to answer your question, a lot of the DJs had to do it because they were going to get left behind.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because just think, after we started using records, where did we go? We was on CD.
Yeah.
I was one of the first ones. I was like, man, how you DJing
On a CD.
Oh, yeah,
scratched it on it.
Yeah.
I'm like, how you doing that?
Yeah, I was like, how are they doing? But the technology made it where you can scratch on CDs. You know what I'm saying? So after CDs faded, then all of a sudden here come laptops.
Yeah.
And it was virtual DJ first. So it was a software.
Yeah.
Right. So it was like, I was still on CDs, but I started seeing these DJs playing from their laptop. They ain't bringing them crates of CDs. Because remember, we got rid of the crates, but then also we started having big folders of CDs.
Yeah.
So you have to, you know what I'm saying? So we were still working. It was still like digging in the crate, but you flipping CDs, flipping the pages and stuff. So finally, the music got bigger and broader. So more music started coming. So them CD sounds, that's when the laptops came out. I was like, what is that?
Yeah.
And they had a whole DJ setup on the computer, built into the computer.
Yeah.
So I was like, wow. So a lot of DJs, like I said, they just didn't want to do it, but you had to do it, or you was gonna get left behind.
Yeah.
Was it different than, like, how different was it when scratching with a real record than scratching on that little circle, little
You had to practice.
You had to practice.
Yeah, you had to practice. You could. Nobody got it right the first time because you're so used to that wax, you know, that feel of that wax, and then you scratch on a CD, you know what I'm saying, which is your laser, you know what I'm saying. It's like, how can you scratch a CD? But again, technology, man, because you couldn't do that on any CD player. They had some CD players that would just make you can mix with them, but you couldn't scratch on.
Oh,
yeah,
that's amazing. So I know from your evolution from start when you first started. How much was your first paid DJ gig? The first one, how much did you make? That wasn't free.
Yeah.
You might have did a couple free in the beginning.
Right.
First time.
Yes.
How much?
Yes. So when you starting off, you gotta play for free. And you know, your first ones, like I said, my first one was at a house party in Glen Iris, and then I started DJing for family.
Right.
Oh, Craig can DJ. He's a DJ. So, you know what I'm saying? But my very first gig, $100.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
What year was that?
In 1988.
I didn't know you got $25.
$100. But I had the music. I had all of the music. So they was like, because remember, even in the 80s, they were still using what? Older DJs.
Right. Yeah.
They were really still, and them older DJs were still playing with older music.
Al Green.
Yeah. We coming up, we fresh, we Run DMC and Houdini and all that kind of stuff. That old DJ ain't got that. And he ain't trying to play it either.
Man, that you got.
Yeah. And but guess what? He don't want to play it. Yeah, he did. Hippity hop. Yeah. Yeah.
Let me ask you this, because I noticed a lot of DJs, a lot of producers first start off as DJs. So I guess they get to where they know what the people want. You ever dabbled in making beats, producing?
I did. Yeah. So I have a group. I was in a group called Gin. And of
course you was.
Yeah. So not only was I a DJ, I was also one of the producers, because being a DJ, guess what? I had all the instrumentals.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I put them instrumentals on that nobody ever heard of. And there they go, they rapping on it. So I took that. I was like, well, I guess I am producing, you know what I'm saying? So technology came on, so they started making these little mini discs and all kind of things where you can edit those instruments. Remember, instead of doing what Grandmaster Flash was doing with the breakbeats, they had machines that was doing it for you.
Right.
So you can take this little sample and like, okay, so yeah.
You still dabble in production now? You kind of just let it go.
I dabble in it when I'm DJing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's when I'm producing now. Because the new boards, you see these new boards we got, if you really pay attention to me, how I'm mixing, I'm taking this instrumental, I'm taking this vocal, and I'm taking this bass line, and I'm just totally making a whole new song.
The first time I heard that, I was like, how they putting the song lyrics from that on that? And then I don't know when that particular program or whatever is came out, but my homie
that's what it
DJ
Rex.
It's called Stems.
When he first told me this some years ago, he said, yeah, man, I got this thing where I can take your vocals off. And I said, how you gonna do that with a song that's already mixed? I said, that's impossible. And I said, man, you can't. Man, that dude sent me some songs from my first album. He sent me the acapella and the instrumentals.
Right.
And I was like,
That's
Man,
crazy.
how they do
Yeah.
that? It's
Yeah.
already mixed and mastered.
Yeah.
Technology.
Technology.
AI.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now
Mm-hmm.
I'll call him
Mm-hmm.
because it might be a song that I haven't performed in a while. I said, man, hey, take them vocals out, send me that instrumental because I don't even have it no more.
That's right.
I don't have.
Mhm.
I got the master, but it's not accessible like that.
Mhm.
So yeah, so that's crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
That's crazy.
That's called stems. And at first, only producers and the radio people at the radio stations had it, but now it's automatically built into the DJ board.
Oh wow.
Or in Seratos. Yeah.
Oh wow.
But you have to know how to use it. You gotta know how to use it.
Right. You know, one of the most annoying things to me, bro, is DJs who didn't know how to blend no beat and like the song coming on instead of then the next one come on, it's like
yeah.
bust in
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah. Well, you know where that comes from? That comes from those back to the records.
Yeah.
Because you had to know how to blend them records.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know.
People don't want to miss a step when they got
right.
You done came in all on the 3.
Yeah.
And now everybody got to start their steps over.
Yeah. You remember back in the days when we used to DJ with our heads down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because we concentrate.
Right.
We concentrating on that mix.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because there's always another DJ in there looking like, waiting for you to mess up. Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah.
So go ahead.
I was gonna say, what you think about AI these days now with the DJ? Because like I know a lot of things when it comes to DJ, it's the playlisting, right? And then sometimes you can program the AI to do a playlist and it mixes it too. What do you think about the future of that with the AI? Or is it something that you dabble on a little bit?
No. So here's the thing. Here's the thing about what AI cannot do.
Yeah.
AI can't read that crowd right there. Okay.
There you go. Put the looks on.
All right. So you got a crowd of old schoolers in there. And all of a sudden you go from old school. When you go old school, we take it from here to here. AI can't read that crowd. You know what I'm saying? So I'm listening to I did a little playlist to put together that I'm on my Apple. And I'm listening to it in the truck. And all of a sudden, here go Apple trying to mix it, but ain't no blend. It just faded on top of the other song and stuff. So they trying. But at the end of the day, they are not gonna be able to read the crowd.
Okay.
Nothing is gonna ever defeat real human experience.
Exactly.
You know, even like we talking about earlier, like when a DJ does talk and interact, you know, that's still a part of that connection.
Yeah.
You know, that technology won't be able to.
That's right.
They can't mimic that, man.
Not at all.
Yeah. So now, you look at now when you get that call now, because I don't, like Keisha said, I don't know how you be in all these places
everywhere
at the same time. Yeah. You got to be in the top 5 most booked DJs.
You see,
you know, because sometimes, and then this is really to get. I have shows and I show up and Tricky the DJ for the show. I didn't even know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, oh, Tricky. But one thing that what happens is if I come to the event and I'm performing and I see Tricky there, I know I'm good.
Yeah.
I know I'm good. Because what happens, we'll go to certain shows and you know, you don't know every DJ that does your set. And for the most part, it's okay. But a lot of times, sometimes like, you got this one. No, that ain't supposed to come on. That ain't what I tell you. No.
Right.
So when I see Tricky,
good.
I ain't gotta sit and say nothing. I know I'm safe.
Yeah.
You know. So I know you take pride on that.
Yeah, I do.
With artists.
Yes, I do. Because one thing about it, if I mess up your set, you looking at me like, man, but DJ messed up my set, and the audience like, oh man, he messed up.
Yeah.
Well, it all falls on me. So I take that as a profession because I don't want to mess your set up. You know, I don't care if you don't even have a name yet.
Yes, that's right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna teach you like, you know, this is my job.
That's
you know, and I take it that serious. And to answer your question, I self-promoted myself, and the way you self-promote yourself is when you doing a gig. Guess what? You doing a good job. Somebody gonna ask you for your phone number.
Yeah.
All right, then you do that gig, then somebody asks you for your phone number. And then I got on social media. I was like, you know what? Nobody's gonna promote me. I gotta promote myself.
And that's what I see you taking off at the most. A lot of times, that's social media. Because a lot of times, I just happen to scroll. I'm always gonna see your logo and then them hats.
Yeah.
I say, man, this boy would do that. You got
Yeah.
because it's a cold hat.
And that's another thing too, because when those hats like that, bro, I see so many people. He done South Park. So that's just a dope thing to have, like you said, promoted and push to do what you do, man.
Right.
Because it gives an identity. Anytime I see that anywhere else, I think about that.
So you know where it came from.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing. So who are some of your favorite DJs that are active in the city that do exactly what you do, that's in these clubs?
Yeah.
You know, like we done had two deep and different people that I know that's still active.
Right.
Who are some of the guys that's active that you look and say, yeah, man, that's that guy doing it in the city?
Yeah. Well, mine are mostly local club DJs.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Right. So one is from Hiram Clarke. His name is Sam I Am. So he DJs at Red Rooster on Wednesdays.
Okay.
And he came up under me and he'll tell you, man, I learned from you. He tell me all the time, I learned from you. And he's great. He's great. It's another guy that's at D-Boy. His name is DJ Rich Kid. Okay. And he's young and he's all energy. Cause so, you know, when I play D-Boy sometimes, I really don't like to because it's a different crowd that comes. It's a younger crowd. Well, he couldn't play that now. I said, man, you know, I don't like playing for the younger crowd, man. The music is different.
Right.
And I'm not knocking it because you got to remember when we was growing up, my daddy was like,
It was different too.
yeah. It was totally different from them. Yeah. And so, but he was like, man, Tricky, just do you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Do you. So I studied on, you know, I don't listen to it, but I studied the music and the requests. That's one time I will take requests when I'm doing for the youngsters because I don't know their music, even though you have to listen to it.
Yeah.
Because it's possibly gonna say something off the wall. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
yeah, cause I can imagine you've been at a bunch of events where you were not the DJ.
Right.
So now you sitting in the audience just like the rest of us.
Yeah.
So you want a DJ that's gonna keep you engaged.
that's right.
The same way.
Yeah, you got to play for your art. The tricky thing of what a lot of DJs don't know how to do is when you have different genres or different age groups in the, you know what I'm saying? And they'll get stuck, you know, and then they'll just get stuck and just start playing hip hop. Forget everybody like hip hop. No, everybody don't like hip hop.
What's your definition of a bad DJ? And I don't mean skill wise. I don't mean skill.
Yeah.
Skill wise, okay, that's just like a whack rapper. He's like, he just can't rap. But we know that a lot of these guys, they not lined up right.
Right.
You know, they dirty. They get themselves.
Yeah.
They disrespectful. And that's radio.
Yeah.
Respected radio. This is me talking, y'all. Radio, but sometimes club, because what happens is a lot of DJs I've seen over the years, they become popular, they become big name personalities, then they get arrogant, they get big headed. What's your definition of a bad DJ?
A bad DJ is one that's definitely not reading that room and don't care about the environment and is playing for himself.
Right.
So I was at a family reunion and the people next to us had a DJ in this pavilion, right? Now, mind you, we had a park. Kids everywhere, families everywhere. This DJ was playing everything that he wasn't supposed to be playing.
Yeah. Real versions of it and everything.
Real version. And so I finally, you know, it was irritating the family reunion I was at. And they was like, man, Tricky, do you know him? I was like, no, I don't know him.
Yeah.
You know? And then it got to the point where I said, well, I'm gonna go, you know, say something. I said, hey man, you know, introduce myself. Like, oh yeah, I heard of you. I said, yeah. I say, one thing you should do as a DJ is pay attention to your surroundings, man.
Yeah.
I say, somebody's 80-year-old grandma is right there. And you over here playing the baby, but man, hands on the knees, you know, and you playing the raw version.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's what they want to hear.
Nah, that ain't what my grandma.
Right.
That ain't what my mama. That ain't what I want to hear right now.
Exactly. Yeah.
See, but you know, see, I don't know if you remember this. Back when we were doing a radio show, we had Fire.
Yeah, I know
DJ Fire, medium mobile Fire. And one time I had to give a lot of props because one time we was at this event, outside event in on South Park. And man, these dudes got on stage, boy, they started. The first thing he did, he got on stage, he said, I want all the young people to come up to the front of the stage. I'm thinking this dude would have started giving away some candy or some pictures of, promo. Man, he called all the children up to the stage, and then the beat came on. This dude started rapping nasty as all, and I couldn't understand the logic of why would you call the children to the stage. There's one thing he just got up there and sung it, that was bad enough. And Fire, she was hosting. She say, hold on, DJ, stop it. He stopped. They said, like, hey, brother, why would you do this? And he was. It's like the light came on, like, oh man, my bad. So it's like sometimes we just gotta have the self-awareness.
Correct.
As rappers and DJs.
That's right.
Because just like you said, you mentioned about reading the crowd.
Yeah.
And reading the crowd is not always about what they grooving to.
Right.
Because if you play these kind of songs around young people, they're groove to. They know the words anyway.
Yeah.
But you're not gonna jam to that around me on my watch.
Correct.
So that's some wild work, man.
Yeah.
And it translates over into radio because they hear a lot of stuff on the radio.
Yes, sir.
Mainstream radio.
Yes, sir. They're doing it day now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And it's crazy. So let me just check this story out. So I'm taking my bonus daughter, and she's 16. And I was taking her to school, and I was listening to Cash Money. You know what I'm saying? And it was the 90s Cash Money. You know what I'm saying? So I turned it off, and then the baby came on, and he was doing, and I was like, man, I turned it off. And she was like, well, why you turn it off? I said, man, that stuff is. I said, do you hear what he's saying? She go, well, you was just listening to Lil Wayne talking about, blah, 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 blah. And I was like,
You're like,
right. I said, you got me. So the point I'm trying to make is, it's just like, you got to remember, and I had to tell her this because they started saying, like, well, y'all music was horrible too. I say, but our music wasn't as accessible as it is to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Man, do you know if my daddy would know I had a 2 Live Crew album in that house?
Yeah.
Snap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I remember when the explicit lyric sticker was in
Yeah.
Parental advisory.
Parental advisory.
That's a hater sticker.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That was a product of hip hop.
Yeah.
The funniest thing I ever heard in my life. Man, because we hadn't really just had albums out back in the day.
Yeah.
So Nip sides would rap a lot. So Nip first album came out in 91. The South Park Cycle. Anybody heard of South Park Cycle?
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir.
Play it around your mom.
Yes, no, sir.
Play that around yourself.
I listen to it.
And so when Nip's albums came in, his CDs and cassettes, he had a copy of them, and I said something along the line. I said, yeah, boy. I say, you got that parental dividing to me. That fool say, man, I always wanted that sticker. like he had achieved the goal in life. So it's, but the thing is, it's like, it was still a sense of, we letting you know that this may or may not be something that y'all need to let certain people hear.
Yeah.
And now in my older years, one of the things I pride myself on is when I run into people and they'll say, now, not back then, but now they'll say, man, I could play my song with my children in the backseat. I can play your music with my children.
Correct.
And I'm like, yeah, I gotta be aware of that.
And then it took the sticker away now because you downloading stuff. So it ain't nowhere you can say it is or nothing on there.
Right.
Well, that's why we fighting to bring the physical copy back, but also these electronic devices that, you got 7-year-olds got these phones now, and they can access. They got parental blocks on certain stuff, but you're not gonna block them from everything.
Right.
They got on the video game.
All that. All that. So they gonna hear all that.
My son was playing a game, and I heard Boys in the Hood, and I was like, Grand Theft Auto, what you know about that?
On there too.
Yeah. And I mean, like, whoa. And it was the raw version too. I was like, ooh, I don't think I want you playing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Nobody easy.
Yeah. And that's so crazy. But to us, it was like, everyday music to us.
I was talking to one of the homies one time. He was a DJ, and he enlightened me on some. This few years back, he enlightened me on how people be trying to lowball y'all on booking y'all for gigs. Like, because I never knew what the going rate or the average rate was the DJ was charged.
Right.
So somebody said, well, yeah, man, this dude tried to book me and talk about $200. And I don't know. I'm like,
right.
$200. I don't know what the going rate is.
I used to do 400 or 500.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know if that's even good anymore.
I don't know if it's but that's what I heard. Like 450, 500.
Right.
But with the inflation and with the economy situation, of course, everybody got to raise their prices up.
Right.
But I think also a lot of people just be trying to scam and hustle because I just use a wedding for an example.
Oh, that
if you got a budget,
you know, you got.
That's right. You can't have me at your wedding reception. They try to give me $200.
That's right.
You can't. Right. So do you run into that a lot of time, or you kind of at a point where you establish to where they now know, hey, we got to pay tricky.
Right. Kind of established, but I still run into it every now and then. You know, you're going to always get your people that try to lowball you. And they're like, well, man, such and such said he can do it for that price. Well, guess what? Go on,
why you ain't
booking give him the money then. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? At the end of the day, I got another gig lined up over here that's going to pay me that $500.
Right.
You know, so.
I hate when people say, man, so let's just say he'll do the verse for, I hate. That's you and his negotiation.
Exactly. You shouldn't even be saying that.
And plus, you being disrespectful to him. I don't need to know what his price was, because his price might have been a struggle price that he just had to take in the moment.
Exactly.
So now you done put me in this man's business.
That's right.
In this situation, I don't like when folks do that. That's a whole different ballgame. But I just think that people should be paid based on their track record and the history and the satisfaction rate from other people.
Correct.
I ain't never heard nobody say Tricky let them down before.
Man,
that Tricky said that. I ain't never heard that.
I ain't never seen him come late. I ain't never seen him leave early.
That's right.
I've always seen him handle it. Sometimes I had Pro be coming in late, and sometimes I had to go handle the partner like, Trick, you got it? She handled everything. So I was like, yeah, you got to beat him again. Because he can step in the gap in certain areas where you want to, he provides more than DJ.
Right. It's the experience, brothers. I've been doing this since 1987. So I've seen it all. I've done, like I said, I've been on stage with Scarface and the Ghetto Boys. I've been on stage with him. And I remember the very first time I saw you perform live, remember Jimmy had the shop off of 45?
Yeah, the smoke shop.
Yeah, smoke shop. And Zero was the headliner. And you got out, me and this guy named Coco, we was doing the sound, we was the DJs and stuff. And you came on before Zero and you did the ABC. I was, ever since then, I've been like, and I looked up, I say, that's K, because I never seen, because I'm from Hiram Clarke. You know what I'm saying? So, when Hiram Clarke, when we were territorial, you know what I'm saying? So I never actually seen you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you couldn't be in from Hiram Clarke and go to South Park without me. Just, you know what I'm saying? And vice versa.
Unless Big Mello.
Exactly.
Mello went everywhere.
Mello went everywhere. Mello went to Madison, went to Yates. He was everywhere. He was the exception.
And you skipped school to come to Stern.
Yeah.
Hiram Clarke used to always be like our brother, though, because I was in Mo City.
Yeah.
I used to come to Hiram Clarke, spend summers out there.
Yeah. You could do that because we were connected. It was one street. You was from Missouri City and you was in Hiram Clarke. Yeah.
Did you had an insight a long time ago when you was kind of just getting into the DJing that this could be not just a fun hobby but a profession? Because when I think about DJs, I think about a field that you can do this till you 90 years old.
Yeah.
There's no limit. There's no cap of even with rappers, we get caught in the age conversation. You 45 trying to be a rapper.
Right.
They're not gonna say that about
you.
As long as you know how to get down and play the stuff.
Yeah.
Did you think early on that I'm gonna be doing this forever?
Yeah. You know why? Because the music is in me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When the music is in, this is what I tell people come to me. How do I become a DJ? I say, do you like music? Yeah, I like it. I say, do you like music? And I don't just mean one genre of music. Like it has to be in you. You know what I'm saying? And because of, like I said, the stylistics and the OJs, come on, man. That's in me. So I could, when you see me at Derek Muhammad's party coming up, watch this stylistic song and play it, just blow here. But it's just, it's the way I do it. But you understand, to answer your question, I knew it. You know what I'm saying? I knew it. And I'm fortunate enough to be in this business. Couple of years, man, all I did was DJ. I quit working at UPS. I just DJ because the business was booming like that.
So you kind of in a balance of that now. You kind of work now and DJ.
Yeah. Well, in the summer, because my business picks up,
Yeah.
I kind of just DJ. You know what I'm saying? But then I got other businesses too.
Yeah,
also, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
So in the middle of the night, are you still? This got I bet you they ain't ready for this one.
Oh man. No. When I leave that club, guess what I'm doing? Radio off.
Oh really?
I ain't want to hear no
I don't want
music.
to hear nothing.
Gotta reset.
Because when I get home, take the shower and lay down, all I still hear is the ringing.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Because got to think about it. I'm behind speakers
That's
all the time.
So do you
or in front of?
Is your hearing messed up?
Not at all. Not at all. One thing, because I knew when to, control it. You know what I'm saying? I could do everything. So my hearing is perfect.
Do you still own turntable?
Yes,
You got your old
I still got my old turn.
You got 12?
I have some 1200s. Yes, sir.
Still work?
They still work. They packed up, but because of technology, you know what I'm saying. I would have to practice to pull them 12 back out because I'm so used to the boards now. You know what I'm saying. If you physically if you're doing something redundantly, you get used to it. You know what I'm saying.
And the old way kind of gets further in the review.
Yeah. I can't take your vocal on the album on the old way. We can do it. Remember, they used to actually do this instrumental, the acapella,
that's
vocals,
right.
but still the beat matching.
Yeah.
See, we can beat match on these machines. You know what I'm saying?
And how do you beat match? Because does it have do the BPMs of the vocals have to be right on point? Is it the way y'all? I know you can slow it down. That come with y'all personal skill.
It's little tricks that I don't want to say. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's little tricks, but if you you'll still notice some DJs when they mixing and then they got a instrumental playing. You'll kind of see them doing this. They're actually still getting it together.
Yeah.
They still keeping that tempo because them BPMs ain't the same. So we have to make it the same. You know what I'm saying? But technology can do other things for you as well.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
So who are your favorite
people out of Hiram
national? We don't know. That's a good question. but just your national DJs like give me your top 5 DJs.
Yeah.
You said Jam Master.
Yeah, Jam Master J is number one.
Folks.
Jam Master, of course, is Grandmaster D.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Grandmaster Flash.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've actually worked with him before.
Man,
he's coming down.
What was that like?
Oh my God. I just stood back and watched.
How did it even come?
It was a party that they invited him to.
Yeah.
It was some kind of event they invited him to, and it just so happened. I've had a board, but they had another DJ there. He had 12s.
Mm-hmm.
So of course, Flash seen them 12s.
Like, let me get some of that.
So at first he wasn't really interacting with us,
Yeah.
but I know how to make you interact with me. I'm gonna play your song. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna flood you with it. You know what I'm saying? And then I played something that he wasn't expecting to hear,
Mm-hmm.
and it caught his attention. And then he came on over there. You know what I'm saying? And then he got on them tables.
DJ with all the records.
That's right.
That's where it comes in handy.
That's right. And oh my God, with technology now, we streaming.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So now you have access to everything.
Right.
And I can do up on this for now, and I've done one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
You can see if you go on with some of my posts, you see nothing but Hispanics in this party. And you see Tricky C back there
Right.
doing his thing.
Right.
Did you record your mixes when you had
Scenario.
Do I record them?
Yeah.
I don't, and the reason I don't is because there's so much confusion going on. Because you always have to do interruptions. You know what I'm saying? Hey, somebody need to move their car. We got the drink special. Blah blah blah. I don't know if you're talking about a drink special on a CD on a mix that I just gave you. So you know what I'm saying?
Because when you said about the streaming, I'm like, check you might have your own little your streaming network, your streaming channel, but what you in a mix.
What the DJ is not doing, they just record and they put it on YouTube. They just put it on YouTube.
So give me the other 2. You got Flash, Grandmaster V, Jam Master J.
Swift, because like I said, Swift called me like that.
Right.
And then I'm going to say my other one, I'm going to go with somebody local. I'm going to say Sam, DJ Sam I Am. Because he man, y'all see him on the Red Rooster, man?
Yeah.
Total control of 500 people. Total control. Yeah.
What about DJ Jazzy Jeff?
Oh, that's, you know what, I'm glad you said. How can I forgive me, Jazzy? Skill-wise, man, and that dude still got it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he still got it.
You know, CMC, Jazzy Jeff is like his ultimate.
Yeah.
And to this day, CMC, he's still scratching.
Yeah.
I mean, his scratching.
Yeah.
Just like Icy.
Yeah. Icy still got it too. Yeah. Icy will come up and just start scratching.
Yeah. Some guy never lost that
right.
that ability to still get down.
Right.
On like that.
Right.
And there's so many different types. What would you say? How many types of DJs is it, and what are they?
How many types of DJs? So
that's a good question.
You have your show offs. All right.
That's the one that's scratching with their chin.
That's the one that's scratching with it. All right. But most of the ones that show off and do all that, they don't know how to play for a crowd because their skill is so much of doing what they do.
Yeah.
So they're more of a show DJ. They basically like when it's a concert going on, in intermission, the DJ come on.
They give them this time to set.
That's what they do.
They can't handle the Red Rooster.
They can't handle it at all. Not at all. So you got the show off DJ. Then you got the DJ that think he know everything.
Describe him.
Murder what?
He said it, Murder. I didn't say that. He just said it.
This DJ, this the one where he playing for himself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He ain't caring about this crowd out there. There's 300 people out there, man. I know this jamming. I'm finna play.
Yeah.
And guess what? You wrong, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's what those people start doing. They leave. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing about Houston, Texas, we got bars everywhere. We got lounges everywhere. We got clubs everywhere. You can bar hop here.
Until you find what you want.
Until you find what you want. Exactly. Right. So then you got your DJ that actually knows how to play for a crowd. You know what I'm saying? Knows how to engage with them, but not too much engaging with them. You know what I'm saying? Just enough to, like, if you see me DJ, one thing I'm gonna pat myself on the back for, I consider myself is one of Houston's, when it comes to playing the local music, I'm a homer.
Yeah.
And I kill it when I'm at home. You know what I'm saying? Because I know y'all music. You know what I'm saying? And I catch them every time with that. You know what I'm saying? If they're not interacting or doing it, or they just hit it, just go home.
Yeah. So the guy who's into himself, when he plays only what he likes and you see the crowd ain't reacting to it, are those type of people, do they ever catch themselves and realize, like, or they just forget it?
You have to tell them, and you have to tell them,
right?
And then you got
to tell them again.
You got to tell them until they finally see when that club owner say, "Hey man,
that's a little Spice One. You playing Spice One out there?"
Well, the club owner gonna say, "I'm losing money." And everybody's leaving because he will definitely make you leave.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna throw in the radio guy, the disc jockey, who just plays from a playlist or whatever. I know they got a job to do too. Right. That's always been my adversary in terms, because and I know they control more about commercial. It's bigger than just them. They all. So it's a lot of things that go into it. I just feel like when you said you for the locals, I always feel like there has to be a meeting of halfway between the DJs and the artists. That's why I like what's happening with the town hall. So I'm trying to find that space.
Right.
To me, the artists, I used to always, many DJs, the DJs recently have made me see things from their point of view. Right. I got to understand that I had, and I've been doing this for 200 years.
Yeah.
So we got to figure that out. But what would you say is probably one of the reasons why we don't see this big wave and influx of locals pumping out hits like it used to be? Because I don't think, I don't know if it ain't no talent deficiency. These young cats are talented as well, but back in the 90s up into the 2000s, so many local artists that are legends now, they were just popping songs, but you don't really see that as much now. What you think is the reason behind that?
A lot of it has to do with they didn't get the opportunity from DJs. Remember what DJ Screw did? You know what I'm saying?
And breaking them up.
Watts. So remember, they were the ones that was really breaking these locals, in the street. And then all of a sudden it just stopped, and then we just kept continuing to listening to what we was listening to. And the Watts, you know what I'm saying? And remember, Watts was 2000s, right? Screw was 90s, you know what I'm saying? And after that, it just stop. You know what I'm saying?
And And shout out to all of the people who kind of keep that essence alive, people like DJ Red.
Yeah.
But it's like, I would love to see that third DJ in that line of Screw to Watch that kind of takes that model and that's a whole new wave of young people being broke out in these streets. Being broke. I love to see that.
Yeah, we have them. You know who it is?
Who it is?
It's DJ Red.
DJ Red.
It's actually DJ Red, but DJ Red he doesn't want the publicity.
Man. That makes sense. Red, he seems like Red is he comes off like just authentic a music guy.
Yeah.
He always been a good brother.
When Red gets parties, for people booking for parties, guess who he calls? He calls Trinity C. Trinity C, I'm not doing it. You can have it. You know what I'm saying? But he only does what he do. Them over at the school shop, they in that box and they're comfortable and they do what they do. You know what I'm saying? But it's him. And it's really him.
And it ain't many people, I ain't gonna lie to you, because I don't really send my music to a lot of people. I just don't do that. But Red is one of the people I would send music to. One of the people, DJ Fire. It's a few people, CMC, of course. It's probably maybe 5, 6 DJs that I would actually send stuff to. Not that even I'm in a mode of trying to break my music. Because it's just the fact that I respect these guys. Hey man, this is my song. If you like it, play. If you don't, hey, it's all good.
All right.
I always wanted to know, Trick, did y'all ever have a DJ meeting around the city or even national where they brought in the air horns? Lord. Hey, like, why do everybody do that?
So now let's have a meeting. This is what we need to do. We need to have something where we can outlaw. We can get rid of the album, bro.
You know what? I'm with y'all. Guess what? I don't even have that software on my program. Man, I don't have it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so annoying. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather squash and do the air horn. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather scratch your name. You know what I'm saying?
Next man, they need to go to jail. Next DJ, the air horn need to get fired.
And technology got no new sound effects now, so now you're finna start hearing more sound effects. That's just annoying, but it's just.
I did a show one time. This dude, every time. I turned around. That's enough. Like everything you say, like every time I go.
What about the DJ tag?
The DJ tag?
The DJ
like
tag.
When you got your name and that's like on mixes.
When you have, that's promoting. That's part of self-promoting. You know what I'm saying? Because, if I'm DJing and I stop DJing and the DJ come behind me, a lot of people might go, that's Tricky C at the DJ. So that's no. That's what. Now, you ain't got to kill them with it. Like a lot of DJs, one song will play, then they tag. One song will play,
tag it all through the song. I would like a producer to do that. I get a lot of people. If I'm one of the few artists, I would leave your tags on the beat. Some people say, hey man, I like to be them get some take that tag off. I'll leave your tag on there, but it ain't gonna be all through the song because I'm gonna let people know.
It's promotion.
You know, I ain't gonna take it off, man.
That's it.
So what did it feel like, man, to just that God have blessed you to still be working as much as you work? Dude, I know you don't never get tired of it, but it gotta be a good feeling that I'm booked.
Yeah.
Cause you pretty much Thursday through Sunday, you in the mix somewhere.
Yeah, pretty much. And it's a great feeling, bro. It's to be blessed with something that God gave you that you really, really love and to actually be financed.
It sustains you.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, the joy that I get seeing the smile on people's faces when they out there in that audience having a good time, man. That's how I know this is a God-given talent because that's my purpose. Is to make people happy through music. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Have you ever took money from somebody? Keith, play my record, man. Cause my thing is I ain't against that. Because I've done it. I walked them there. They say, bro, here you go. Right. Radio and club. I know sometimes when you get to a certain point, you like, bro, it's about the integrity. It's like,
Right.
because if you give me $200, if this song trash, I'm finna lose 2,000 because you know I'm make money at the spot.
Right.
But I have been times where a guy shot you some change, you gave him a shot.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Yes, I have, and a lot. It still happens almost every week. Somebody will come and they'll give you 20.
Yeah.
And what I do is I just put the 20. I just leave it there.
Yeah.
And if I don't play it, I give it back to
Right.
you know what I'm saying? So because it has to fit. It all down to when you want me to play it. Then if it's like a slow night, then I listen to it and I can beat match it. I give them a verse.
Come on, let me get that up.
Yeah, I got on throw a verse in it and I play this song for you. You know what I'm saying? So
no doubt, man. No doubt. I want to shout out, man, all of the old school DJs I get. You know, I came around Captain Jack, Walter D, and we had Steve Foyer and Steve Foyer, man. Guys like that, man. Well, have you ever been around any of those? I know you've probably been around Jack and all.
Yeah, Walter D. I played with Walter D. at Acres Home.
Yeah,
and he he never met me before, right? So I was just sitting there, you know me, just doing what I do, and I came up there and set my computer up. He said, "Oh, you just want a computer?" He said, "If you just DJ from a computer, a professional DJ gonna look at you some kind of way." You know what I'm saying? Like, you a beginner, you just playing from your computer.
He didn't know your history.
He didn't know his history. I put the computer up there, then all of a sudden I came up with that big old board. He was like, "Oh, you okay?
You know what it was."
Yeah, you know what you're doing." But him. Jack Frost. I don't know if you heard of Jack Frost. Jack Frost is a legend. Jack Frost is another great DJ.
And DJ Chill.
Oh yeah, of course. DJ Chill gave me some great advice, and he still gives me great advice because I see DJ Chill because he does t-shirts too. So we always run into each other on Varvin and stuff. And so I don't know if you know that I do this on Sundays. I do Zydeco Sundays at Carrington's.
No.
Yeah. We've been doing me and Jonathan Coleman, JC. Yeah.
False Nest.
So this is how it happened. I was DJing at Carrington's on Saturdays, okay? And they was going through some changes. So I brought Yandy to help me and promote on Saturdays, right? So they took the Saturdays from me, gave Yandy Fridays, and they gave me Sundays. And I'm like, what am I going to do in here on a Sunday with this popular club right across the street?
Right.
And everybody get in free. Jonathan said, "Man, you ought to do country music." And I was like, I don't think about country music. I said, but I'm going to do Zydeco. Man, when I say Zydeco at Carrington's on Sundays, it's off the chart. Who would ever think that Zydeco and Southern Soul would be, and I don't DJ. That's what I did. I went out and got the hottest Zydeco and Southern Soul DJ. DJ Pooh, DJ T-Red, DJ Chad. Them the hottest Zydeco DJ. I let them DJ, and I got, boom.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's a place for everything.
Yeah.
And I love how y'all bringing Carrington's back.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think that to Yandy as well. You know what I'm saying? Just having that back around.
Yeah.
It's just bringing a whole new spirit to the city, man.
It's different. Oh, trust me, I get people that come in, man, I ain't been here in 20 years.
I've been in Carrington more times this year than I had been in my whole life. Because of the fact that people like Yandy, y'all
need
midnight. If somebody invite me out, I'm like, man, I ain't never been to Canada that much in my life.
That's right.
But and it's always a like a family reunion vibe.
Exactly.
People from back in the day.
Right.
They come in there and
it's a grown-up environment.
Without a doubt.
And they still dancing in there.
It's one of the only ones that still has a dance floor. It's only 3 clubs in Houston that has a dance floor. Carrington's, Red Rooster, and the Address. And the address for the place was like really little. I mean, 50-50. It's called 50-50, not that.
Okay.
50-50, yeah. Them the only ones. Everything else is a lounge.
Well, that's crazy. That's amazing. Well, my brother, if there's anything you want to tell the people, anything you want to got coming up and social media, let us know.
We need them hats.
Yeah, we're definitely where they can spend some money and get some of this merch, man, without a doubt.
Yeah. Well, H-Town, again, I'm your boy, DJ Tricky C. Put Hiram Clarke on the map with the Hiram Clarke gear. You can follow me on all social media platforms at DJ Tricky C. Got a real nice event coming up with Cake Lady.
Cake Lady?
Yeah, September 13th. K Reno.
He love the Cake Lady.
Yeah, we got K Reno performing. We got a little Kiki performer, then we got Quiet Money Dot performer.
Oh, that's a ooh.
Yeah. I told her, I say we gotta get Dot on this show. We gotta get Dot on this show.
Right.
Shout out to Dot, and I know you.
Man, I gotta rap for real that night.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's September 13th. You can go to Eventbrite. I'm telling y'all don't want to miss this show, man. This is gonna be. And if you haven't been to a Clemmy show, elegant, bro.
No doubt.
Just
no doubt.
Elegant.
Everybody be dressed nice except me.
Yeah. So that's September 13th, y'all. And then I'm at a new spot called Karma Lounge in Missouri City.
Okay.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. And this is in Missouri, not Mo City.
No,
in Missouri City. It's a difference. Yeah, there you go. It's a difference. Yeah, it's a difference between Mo City and Missouri. Yeah, exactly where it is, off of Highway 6 in Dulles. And that's it, man. I really appreciate it, man. I appreciate you, man, and just the music that you blessed me to have. And my favorite song is Only in the Hood. That is my favorite K-Reno song, man.
Never hear my music in the club.
That's right. That's right.
I let that be when I'm fighting.
Oh man. This is one of the ones who have always stayed real and true to the art, but also has always kept a sense of level of humility up to where he still understands why we all do this. We all in this together, man. So we appreciate you coming through. We appreciate the knowledge. Yeah. We learned so much tonight, man. So y'all support everything Tricky C do. And it's your big brother K-Reno.
It's your boy Keystone.
Underground Dialogue Podcast, and we are out.
That's what I'm talking about.
What up, man? Your big brother K-Reno, man. I'm saying this to all our Underground Dialogue Podcast soldiers. Make sure that you support our brother Eugene Preacher Smith in his clothing line. This brother got some of the dopest gear that I've come across, top quality stuff. I'm gonna get out the way and let him tell you about it.
254 Worldwide, it's your girl Erin. I'm from the Kids of the Future for the Future, and today I'll be introducing my dad. He is an OG and he's also a gangster. See, the reason why he ain't raised his kids to be a gangster is because they won't be love tech. Now I be teaching y'all a song, and I want y'all to listen, because if you don't, you'll fail. If you do, you won't fail. You'll get an A. So here I go. Fifth ward finest, limp under my feet, keep my front shining. Got my sister on the line, breaker 19. It's traveling season, so devil get behind me, devil get behind thee, devil get behind thee. Everything we do, God co-signing. Now guess who driving while y'all keep wildin'? We keep God smiling, that's why blessed keep piling. Now that's 85,000. Keep CCLIV.
254 Worldwide. Welcome to CCLIV land, where we keep it 100, on strong, 365. So you know we're gonna keep it CCLIV. Hey, this is my brand that I created to be able to save our youth, to make sure they don't receive 25 years in TDC and make them eligible for 4 years of college on any level. You can find us at www.ccliv.bigcartel.com and www.keepitccliv.bigcartel.com. And we also got a manual, a handbook, where you can find that on www.amazon.com. Research CCLIV Chronicles and Guidance, and you will find it. And you can find me at Facebook, Eugene Preacher Smith. Yeah, you can check me out. You can follow me on there every morning.
What up, man? It's your big brother K-Reno. Look, man, my brand new album is out, man. The Industry. Y'all go get a physical copy right now. That's right, hard copy. Keep CDs alive, man. Keep the independent strong. Y'all go grab this right now from South Park Coalition site.net. It's also available on all the digital sites as well. So y'all make sure y'all go get your copy right now if you didn't know. Now you know. All right, peace. What up, man? It's your big brother K-Reno. Look, man, the Underground Dialogue website is back in function. We back in motion, man. If y'all want Underground Dialogue podcast merch, whatever you need, go to undergrounddialogue.com and check us out. And always make sure that every Wednesday night, y'all are checking out the Underground Dialogue podcast right on YouTube, 9 p.m. Central Time. Yeah! What's up, man? It's your big brother, K. Reno. And check this out, man. The Underground Dialogue podcast is offering advertising opportunities, man. You can promote your business. You can promote your video, your song, whatever it is that you have, man. Reach out to us if you're interested in promoting on the Underground Dialogue podcast. All you got to do is email us at undergrounddialoguepodcast@gmail.com. Get it. What up, man? It's your big brother, K. Reno. I'm proud to announce that I'm a new brand ambassador to this new brand of clothing and shoes called Volage. Y'all make sure that y'all support this. It's already available. Houston-based company, straight out the A's. Look at the quality of the packaging itself. We ain't even got to the shoes yet, man. And this is just one pair of shoes, one design. They got all kinds of dope designs of shoes that you guys can choose from. Go to volage.biz and find your order, find what you want. Wide selection to choose from, male and female items, and I'm proud to be a part of it, man. Community workers, versatile products, Volage, manufactured in Italy. Look at the quality of this box, man. Y'all don't know what it is, man. Catch y'all later on.